Fools who chase gold end up stranded. Young sailors, listen to me. Let not your life be upended. There are no fair dames in the sea. Come, fool, speed ahead. Wander not on to their shores. Let not a long journey end. Stay ye away from hell's doors.
Oh great, here we go again. You heard my song, didn't you? What part of wander not onto their shores was unclear to you? Well, I suppose in your defense I was singing only of dames, but all sirens are dangerous, even the slightly more aware ones. Yes, I am a siren, and of course male sirens exist. What, did you expect that we just all spawned out the backside of Charybdis fully formed? Gods, I knew there were fewer of us, but I didn't know it was to the point that we were considered myth. Right, I'll make note to revise the lyrics to account for the males, but you really should be heading back, human. It's not safe for you here. That was your cue to turn around and start walking. Or do you perhaps have business with a beast of the sea? Ah, marooned. Why didn't you say so earlier? Well, that takes some skill. While my island is relatively close to the mainland shore, the tides make it difficult to accidentally crash onto it. Have you perhaps been blessed by Tyche? Or maybe that fickle goddess of luck put a curse on you? Well, it doesn't much matter either way. There are probably enough fallen trees and palm fronds around the shore to make something that should float long enough to get you to the mainland. And given that I doubt I'd be able to focus on anything else with you wandering about the island, I might as well help you make a raft. Oh, good thinking. We may as well use as much of that wreckage as we can. So, you drag whatever's left of your vessel to the water, and I'll find whatever useful pieces are adrift in the immediate shallows. A word of warning, though, human, and I say this for your own good. Do not stray too far into the water, or to the back of the cave, until the raft is finished. Or do I need to sing a second verse about how dangerous sirens can be? Well, yes, I may seem rather tame at the moment, but imagine if you were minding your own business at home and a roasted duck or some freshly baked bread came waltzing about into your foyer. You can imagine the self-restraint it would take to let that be. And on that pleasant note, let's get building, so it's ready by the time the tide shifts. You know, you really are lucky. Most of my kind wouldn't bother with conversation, let alone construction. Not to mention, this is taking significantly longer than I had first anticipated. Though I suppose, even I have to admit, this is a welcome distraction from endlessly composing sorrowful melodies to ward off humans. Okay, hold that plank steady, please. No, I've got this one. You hold on to that one, and... Good. Can you tie those two together? Oh, you've got a knack for this, haven't you? Or do you always build rafts while under duress? Oh, you humans. Always wandering too far. Too many reaching for the stars and getting swallowed by the sea in return. Still, you're calmer than most castaways I've seen, especially for one having been marooned with a monster. You must be either brave or foolish, or exhausted. Possibly all three. Okay, fine, I'll let you off with brave and exhausted for the moment, but your sense of judgment could use some work. Right, that should hold, for now. Not that it needs to for very long. You should be brought back to the shore by Driftborough within an hour or two if we time it correctly. But we've missed that tide for now, and I'm afraid the next one won't pull west until sunrise tomorrow. Of course, if you're bored, there's always the option of trying to leave early and drifting around in a circle until the tide brings you back here. No? Shame, that would have been fun to watch. Right then, you'll need to wait. And since your kind has that inconvenient little habit of collapsing when you're tired, I suggest you get some sleep. But first, let's get you into some shelter. I may not be human, but I've seen enough to know that your kind is terrible with temperature regulation, and you won't want to be out in the middle of a rainstorm. Unless, of course, you'd prefer to curl up in wet sand and let the crabs braid your hair. Didn't think so. Come on, then. I bet that old cave over there can keep you safe enough for now. Move inside, quickly. Come on. It may not be much, but it'll keep the worst of the storm off of you. Yes, I know it's damp. I said it's not much. But it's better than the sand. Or the sea. Stay near the entrance. The deeper you go, the more likely they'll smell you. Sirens, as you may know, are a cursed breed thanks to the fickle ruler of the sea. And as nasty as they are, they can be even nastier when it's raining. And just so you know, I am a bit of a rarity among my kind. The others do not share my restraint, and they don't like it when prey hides on their shores. And, most importantly of all, stay away from that tide pool over there. The crab that lives there is very grouchy. That was a joke, you're allowed to laugh. Well, I say it was a joke. He has pinched my tail quite a few times, so I wouldn't go over there either, but he's not deadly. Well, I know that joke wasn't enough to make you laugh, so are you trembling or shivering? Mostly shivering, okay. Well, that storm outside is the least of your worries right now, but I do have something that may be able to keep away the cold. Here, take this. That is sea thread. I use it to bind driftwood, but it does hold heat better than you might expect. Try wrapping it around your arms and legs. It might help you stay warm enough to fall asleep. Oh, come on, it doesn't smell that bad. And it's useful. You shouldn't be here, you know. Not on this island, not during a storm. Not beside something like me. Especially not while I'm like this. You know, you smell like salt and sun and fear. It can be tempting to a siren. No, don't move. I won't hurt you. But, gods, the sea sings louder in storms. And it's not just the music, it's hunger. It's old and deep. And it lies in all of my kind. It's a difficult situation being hexed at birth just because of what you are, but many of my kind find solace by simply giving in to it. Oh, sorry, you've got the shake skin, haven't you? Don't worry, I won't get closer, even if I want to. Even if I... Never mind, close your eyes. I'll wake you when the tide turns. Up. Wake up, now. The tide is with us. We've got a sliver of time, maybe 20 minutes before it pulls back again. If we move now, it'll carry you along more or less safely to shore. Miss it, and you'll be caught in the eddies till sunset. But that might be the least of your worries if the storm grows any larger. Get on the raft now, quickly. No, don't look at me. Just climb on. Keep your back turned. I can push you out as far as a strait that should take you back to the mainland. Unfortunately, this rain won't quit anytime soon, but God's willing, neither will I. Now, I told you earlier to keep your eyes forward, but it may also do you some good to cover your ears once you're on open waters in these parts. I mean it. If you hear anything sweet, anything that reminds you of a lullaby, you cover your head, you say la 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 la, even if you sound like a fool, and even if you're tired, until you can't hear anything but the slightest hint of rain. You fight it, you understand? Good. I don't know how much longer I can hold on to this version of myself. But I admit, I truly did enjoy your company, and I truly do want you to live. So, go, before that changes. Before I do. No looking back, no listening. No need to forgive me if I fail. Now, go.
Mm.